Truly I say unto you, unless you will be converted and become like children, you will not enter the kingdom of heaven. So, as always, Jesus has got, a powerful punch at many different levels, depending on where you are in your spiritual development. And let's talk about Christians now for a while. Truly I say to you, unless you will be converted and become like children, you will not enter the kingdom of heaven. So this become like children thing, that's interesting, because what could that possibly mean? Well, what are children? They're innocent, and they're innocent of much conceptual elaboration and codification. They're open, they're trusting, they're willing to and eager to learn, right? Depending on the age and the circumstances. And so children are innocent, open, basically clean vessels that, or clean vessels, I should say. And they aren't suspicious. That makes them vulnerable, right? They're not, they're trusting. And they aren't complicated, and they don't create all these problems for themselves yet. They need concepts and a more of elaborated ego and all these other, technical terms. But the bottom line is that children are so beautiful because they're so trusting and straightforward and simple and in many ways just not as complex. It's just the basics, right? And so for those of you that study Zen, this is akin to, beginner's mind, right? You got to have you can't, if you already know the truth and you already know the belief that is the only belief you need, or whatever. If you've got your dogma and you've got your codification of your religion, and you already know it, then there may be a lot of things to recommend that, but it's not being childlike. All right, children are open, and children don't. For example, they don't see race. And they don't see, they don't automatically judge people because of them being from a different part of the world or town, right? And they don't judge, and they don't evaluate and assess and do all the complicated things that adults do. And so I believe that at one level, what Jesus is saying here is that when you strip away all of that, and you're just like an innocent, loving, and loved child who is receptive and open and not full of their own egoic stuff, that's a prerequisite to enter the kingdom of heaven. Now, kingdom of heaven is a whole other topic, because as Christians know, Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father but through me. And furthermore, he says that my kingdom is not of this earth. He said, I believe he says the kingdom of God is within you. And so, depending on who's listening, this could be heaven, literally heaven, in the sky. This could be heaven, another domain, completely separate from this world. The kingdom of heaven can also, at another level, refer to the peace that passeth understanding. It could be a signal of what. You can't put these things into words, but I think what he's saying here is that if you're already full of your own fixed ideas, if you've decided you found the truth and that's the end of it, certainty is the enemy of truth, frankly, then you're unlikely to make much progress, because you need to be more childlike, more innocent, more beginner's mind. All right, so that's very, very nice. And then okay, so we'll stop with that question, and I'll be right back.